Hi. It's the Opie and Anthony show. Opie took off. He had to go. He was swollen.
Yeah.
He was definitely taking on a Rocky Dennis look.
It's not like Jim gets swollen on this show.
No, his eye was swollen.
There's a different type of swollen. Jimmy gets swollen when there's certain girls in the studio.
This was his face, and he's supposed to go to a doctor.
Yeah.
Well, we have to figure out how to turn the music down now. His stunt brain's doing. And Michael Chiklis is in, and already Bob Kelly is asking questions that he's wrong.
Yeah, because it was on the prep sheet. Whenever we get a prep sheet, Michael, I got to apologize. I don't know who puts it together, but it's completely wrong.
Well, you know what?
And why would his mic work?
They probably got it.
Hold on.
His mic's working.
We have no one knows what we're doing here.
Hey, here I am.
There you go.
Well, you know, they probably went to IMDb and looked it up because, you know, according to IMDb, I have a house in Greece and I speak 3 languages.
You do?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm really happy about that.
You really do?
No.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm kidding. What am I, that good of an actor?
Do you,
everybody?
do you look at some of the stuff on the web and just go, oh, my God, what are these people? Why are they bothering?
Yeah, sometimes, man. That's crazy. You know, look, I don't know where they get things. I don't know. I guess people talk and it's weird. They must sit around campfires and make stuff
Yeah,
up.
make it all up. And the more successful you've gotten, I mean, the Shield really put you over the top. That just, I mean, from season 1, people were really digging that show. It was a whole new type of, except for regular cable, HBO movies like that, you didn't see that on
Basic cable.
Basic cable.
Absolutely.
So you guys really kind of broke it open for shows like Rescue Me and other shows where they,
Nip Tuck and all, yeah.
Nip Tuck. I mean, that hard language where you're like, did I just hear that?
Yeah, right, exactly.
You know, was there any concern when you went into it that there's going to be problems?
Well, you know, my first question is, are we going to do this? Really? Like, because if the pink pages come down on the first day of shooting and it's like a boiled version of this, I quit. I don't want to do it.
Right.
But if we're going to do this, I'm in. And Peter Liguori and Kevin Riley, who were heading up FX at that time, went, no, man, we're either going to fall on our asses or we're going to do really well.
That at least,
The pink pages, by the way, are the rewrites.
Yeah,
Jimmy, thank you. Jimmy,
Thanks
a fellow
for that.
actor.
So people know
Yeah.
that, you know, you see a great script and all of a sudden the next day the pink ones are ready.
It stinks, yeah, and then they take all the teeth out of it.
Yeah,
Right.
that
They
happened
boil
to me.
it.
Yeah, that's why it was. That's why it was pretty unique to see something like that. You know.
Yeah, it was crazy. As a matter of fact, they just said, look, you only have this much money to shoot it. You only have this much time to shoot it, but go. You
Yeah.
know, and hey, we were cool with that.
You know what's cool about it is it wasn't some big budget show.
No.
But it had that realism, the grit to it, and stuff that.
Well, you know, innovation. You know, it's you have to make do with what you have. And the fact is that's one of the reasons why we shot it the way we did. We made it look like a docudrama because, you know, we had two cameras and a butt dolly. You know, we didn't even have a proper dolly. We have something called a skate dolly, which is like an octagonal board with some like roller skate.
A little
wheels on it.
bumpier than.
Yeah, you know, so we just thought, you know, Clark Johnson's brilliant cat, man. He directed the pilot. You know who Clark is, right? From Homicide: Life on the Street, and you know he directed SWAT, and he's really amazing talent. In any case, he directed the pilot, and he wanted, the camera to be like another person in the room.
Right.
And he created this sort of docudrama look, which makes it really visceral. It makes you feel like you're in the room with us. You know?
Yeah.
And it's a very cool way to shoot a show.
I guess the whole show's wrapping up, though, huh?
Yeah, this is it. 7 seasons. I can't
Amazing,
believe it.
7.
Yeah, you know, time flies when you're having fun, man.
Yeah.
We had a great time shooting this show. It was really life-changing for all of us. Tremendous amount of attention. We, essentially created a network, changed some things up in the business. And, it's cool to be kind of part of something historic like that. But, and also I'm kind of spoiled because I've been playing Vic Mackey for 7 years. It's not every day you get a role like that, and so I'm kind of like looking at stuff and going, really? Really? But I will say I got lucky, I got this cool little part in this Spielberg movie, he produced this movie called Eagle Eye.
Eagle Eye, right.
Yeah, and it's a very cool movie, and Shia LaBeouf he's the real thing, man. The kid's cool. He's a very cool
What's
guy.
the gist of the movie?
This is them all. God, this is the movie that I've seen promoted in IMAX.
Yeah, man, it's heavy.
That looks fantastic. Where it's you have 30 seconds to leave the room, like that.
Yeah,
that
right.
Awful, creepy call
right,
voice.
Exactly. Well, you'll never look at your cell phone or your computers or your credit cards the same way again.
I heard him in an interview. The CIA guys were there, and they were like, "Can you really do all the stuff they do in the movie?" And they played him back a phone call he had on his cell phone from a couple days before. They just recorded it.
There's some See, but he's been around the campfire. He's making. I almost swore.
That's all right.
Making stuff up.
That's what. No, I didn't say that. Shyla said that in an interview.
You're making it
I
up.
swear to God, I don't lie.
Jimmy lies.
Wait, you said that?
I'm a Catholic.
Bobby lies all the time.
Shia LaBeouf said it on an interview yesterday.
Yeah, well, actually, man, something that was really cool is I played the Secretary of Defense in the movie, and we shot at the Pentagon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was trippy.
That's got to be a little rough to get the permits to do that.
Yeah, check it out. I actually flew in and landed on the green of the Pentagon in a Black Hawk helicopter in post 9/11
cool
America.
Was that?
Unbelievably cool. We were walking us around the bowels of the Pentagon. I turned to this 5-star general and I said, "General, you got to tell me, how did this happen?" He said, "To tell you the truth, it almost didn't. We weren't going to let this happen." And I thought, God damn it, this is an American film crew in America wanting to shoot an American film. Mm-hmm. Why can't we do this? And he made it happen. And I applauded the guy. I was like, way to go, man. That's cool.
It's funny how sometimes if you get a little bit of celebrity, or as you have a lot of bit of celebrity, how people will kind of cut you some slack. It's like, hey, you want to see the room where we keep the real films of the Kennedy assassination?
It's amazing. I felt like, George C. Scott in Doctor Strange. He's going to see the big board. We went into that room. We went into the room where they, they plan attacks in. It's great. It's insane. And it's funky. You walk in there and you have a cell phone. I hear this voice. And it's the computer. It knew that I had a cell phone in my pocket, and I had to take my cell phone out and leave it at the door.
Damn.
It's weird.
And there are some iffy pictures on it.
Photos of your own genitals.
Speaking of celebrity weirdness, we walked in, and, when you come in, you have to show a picture license, or ID to come into the Pentagon, and these hardcore Marines up there, and everybody in the cast and crew that's walking in there is pulling out their wallets, and I started to pull it out, and I hear, "Vic Mackey is in the house." and I look up, and the Marine's like, "You, sir, do not need any photo ID. Come with me."
Thank you. You walk in and peel off the rubber mask.
Exactly.
I've gotten in.
It was very, very cool. That's one of the coolest things about being an actor is things like that.
Yeah.
To do.
Why am I here? I don't belong here.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
Someone's going to. You always feel like you're going to. And believe me, I'm not trying to equate myself on any level with celebrity, but you do realize.
Neither am I.
Bobby. But you do. It is an odd thing how people do kind of give you that little leeway, or hey, I listen.
Really?
Yes, Jimmy.
No, I'm actually agreeing with you. With you.
Now, another thing is you've had really good success with your career coming from a spot where you were told by certain reviewers that you'd never work again.
Yeah. Well.
Have you ever seen some of those people?
I need to clarify something. It wasn't reviewers. It was the
business,
the power of the business. It was worse.
What happened?
That was when he did
Wired. The first 20 years ago now.
Yeah.
I did when I did my first movie. I landed in this movie called Wired. Which was based on a book.
Movie, yeah.
Thank you. Based on a book by Bob Woodward, and it just was a controversial mess. And I understand
you play Belushi, right?
Yeah, I understand the reasons why. Bob Woodward's an investigative reporter, and when he writes, he doesn't write with sort of flowery, forgiving language. He writes, this happened, and in black and white, it doesn't sound very good. You know what I mean? And it reads very much as an indictment against the people who were around Belushi, as if they were somehow complicit in his death. And
right.
I can understand in retrospect why everybody was so mad. Listen,
it's got to be a certain amount of vindication.
I can't believe I'm still talking about this 20 years later.
No, I know.
It's so weird. I'm over it.
The only reason I bring it up is that you've had such great success after that. So it's almost like I know me personally, I'd be like, hey, screw you.
Well, you know what? I'm glad I didn't. I fought that instinct, really. I think that's the single biggest reason why that I did survive it was I didn't fight. I just went, you know what? This is a lot bigger than me. It has nothing to do with me. If I throw my hat in the fray here, I'm going to get my head chopped off. I'm just going to work. I just want to.
Like you said, it's 20 years.
I just want to work.
Yeah, it's 20 years ago. You just want to do something.
And plus, I was coming from the place that Belushi was an idol of mine. I loved that cat. I didn't want to hurt anybody. I wanted to play this guy. I loved him.
Yeah, everyone did. I mean,
well, yeah. And by the way, or it was. Can I tell you the specials for this evening? I was waiting tables.
Yeah, exactly.
It's 23.
Oh man,
play Belushi, wait tables. Huh.
What restaurant was it at?
Different mindset.
Formerly Joe's on West 4th Street in the Village. It's no longer.
That restaurant's it's not around anymore?
No, apparently
you made the right
it's
decision.
defunct. Yeah, I think I did.
And by the way, can I call myself out? Like when you said you were in the Pentagon, and I said yeah, you don't belong there. Like, what am I doing here? That was an implication that I have been in similar circumstances. I just, what a phony I am. I was booted off the set of 2 Girls, 1 Cup. Not having the proper credentials. I'm a fraud.
Oh, great.
But your career, though, I mean, you played so many different, you played the Commish, then Curly from Three Stooges, which is a hard gig.
That's a tough one.
That was a tough gig.
Especially being from Massachusetts, and you're from Medford. Yeah. We're hardcore Stooges fans, and Curly was God.
Yeah.
Honestly, a good day. Tell me if I'm lying. A good day after school was when you came home and there were 2 Curlys and a Shemp.
Oh, yeah.
That was like, oh, yeah, a good day. If it was like 2 Curly Joes, you wanted to kill yourself.
Oh, if you saw like, wah, 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 and you went, Shemp. Or Curly Joe Besser.
Yeah,
I like Shemp.
I like Shemp, too, but that
Shemp was good.
No.
When the Stooges started getting old, though, and it was like, I think they're going to hurt themselves. They started making some movies, and Moe's hair was all gray.
Yeah, Moe's hair actually came off.
Yeah. So it was probably, when you play someone like that, an iconic guy, like Curly, it was pressure, absolutely. But I felt really good about it because I threw myself at it. And you know what? We shot that in Sydney, Australia. Have you guys ever been there? Go. Are you single?
It's the only place I want to go, out of this country right now is Australia.
I'm not single, but I'll throw this ring out a window for a good whole house any day. How much is it?
Wow.
Is our money good over there?
Are there a lot of girls over there as per guys or something?
Yeah, it's very overweighted in that way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a beautiful place. It's unbelievable. It really is. The only problem is it's so damn far away. But the Australians are cool people, man. They're really laid back. Because anything that goes wrong, the first thing out of their mouth is, no worries, mate. It's the first thing they say. So they're like, we'll fix it. You're like, okay, cool.
You never saw an Australian guy just snap?
No.
Lose his mind? What are you doing? This stinks. Forget it, I'm out.
No.
Never.
What are you doing?
And then there's thousands of miles between the cities, too, aren't there? It's not like you can just go from Sydney to some other city without getting on a plane doing a New York to L.A. or something.
Yeah, everybody's on the outer rim of this continent.
Yeah, because the middle is just the outback, I guess. It's nothingness.
In the middle, it's a desert. There's nothing.
Did you go out and do any of those, little wookabat?
We went into what they refer to as the outback, but they're Grand Canyon.
Oh, okay.
It was incredibly funky. We were in this all-terrain vehicle and not like an SUV like you see this was like the Bush mobile for 3 hours on no road. And I was so sick as a dog by the time I got out of that car because you're like, oh,
just beat up,
just killed and we get out of the thing. It was beautiful, but the guy's telling us there's like 190 different kinds of venomous snake.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah,
you know, I mean, you didn't want to.
No worries, mate.
Yeah, he's like, nah, watch out for the vipers, mate. I'm like, you know, so you just don't even want to walk away from him at all. I'm like, hold me. It was crazy.
Well, Michael Chiklis, I know we got to get you out of here, but what do we got? Eagle Eye?
Yeah, man.
Is that in IMAX now? I really wanted to see that. I had no idea.
Let's go see it today.
DJ Caruso is one of the most brilliant directors in the world today. He just knocks it out of the park. It's an unbelievable movie. Shia is unreal in it. You know, Billy Bob
it's great.
is Billy Bob.
Fantastic.
He's awesome. You know, Rosario and Michelle Monaghan. It's a great cast. A really, really good movie.
And when is that? Is that out now or
26th?
26th, and of course The Shield.
Yeah.
Final season. Any little insight you could give us on anything? What's going to happen? How this is going to wrap up without ruining anything?
Well, you know, put it this way: it's the last season, so stuff happens that you can't take back.
I think people are going to be hurt. I think some people are going to be hurt.
Stuff happens that you can't.
Oh, okay. All right, that's good.
Please tell me you did something just to do it, like, because you knew it was ending, like in the last episode. He comes out of the closet and they
No.
Broadway chorus thing, and then people are like, what is that?
No, it's like, so,
that sucks.
Show is so good.
Freeze, Buster. No, that doesn't happen.
Oh God. Well, look for that. When's that starting up?
It already did, dude.
Oh, it did. Okay.
We're in
Sorry.
week 3.
Week 3.
Yeah, stay with me.
I told you that.
I
and you're like, no,
DVD
it's
everything.
Yeah, but I will tell you though, really honestly, the last 7 episodes of The Shield, I'm more proud of than anything I've ever done in my career. I think particularly the last 7 of the best shows I've ever produced. Yeah, I hate to talk stuff, but I'm telling you, it's so well written. The performances are really strong. Every single one ends with a, "Oh, you gotta be
you gotta be kidding me."
What? You know, and a lot of action. You know, it's like a freight train. That's
cool.
Really good. Yeah,
I'm so psyched, dude. You know why, too? Because you're like my hero because you're famous, you're a star, and
I'm bald.
Yes. Like, you know, when I lost my hair, I was like, it's done. I'm done in the business. And then you came
your
along.
talent was attached to it.
I knew that was a softball. There was just so many things that anything could stick
Hey, we
to.
could put our heads together and make an ass of ourselves.
But no, you're right, dude. Bald guys, what are you gonna do? I mean, you can't play like
Billy Zane lost
Jack, or you can't. There's nothing you can really do.
Name him.
Daddy Warbucks.
Name him.
What?
Well, we go back and
play a lot of
nobody
things,
now.
man.
Billy Zane became bald and he was out.
Yeah.
Black people, a lot of black bald famous guys.
They look great bald.
True.
Well, great. I'd love to talk about this all
Chicks,
day.
big, bald. You know that.
They do.
We got to take a break. Get Michael out of here. Michael,
All right,
thanks so much for
Eagle Eye.
coming in. Eagle Eye.
The Shield is on now, and Eagle Eye. I really want to see this movie, especially in IMAX, man. It's September 26th, which is a week from today, and season 7 is on FX Tuesdays at 10 o'clock.
Groovy.
Very good, Michael.
See you
Thanks so
guys.
much, man.